So next in our series of So You Think You Can Plank, we're going to apply that same quadruped position, but this week we're going to work on a leg extension from the plank position. Now, the biggest reason this is included because a lot of people lose their plank position as soon as they start to extend the leg. The biggest reason for that is we don't have, as soon as we get the leg to start lifting, it's just a natural inclination to allow the lumbar spine to go back into that extended position. So while this exercise may not seem as challenging, it's integral or very, very important to progressing this plank along and making sure that we keep good spinal integrity. So here's what it'll look like. So from our quadruped position, exact same position as we've been getting into. Make sure you have your 50-50 split between your hands and your knees. You tuck your tailbone under, pull the belly button in, lift the rib cage up while maintaining that draw in, and then from there, we're going to start to extend the leg out. So now I like to keep the toe on the ground until we get into full knee extension position. And this might be all that you can do while maintaining good spinal integrity. The key is not to do the exercise to the full extent. The key is to do the exercise to the extent that you can maintain your good quad plank position. So if you can get to the point where you extend your leg to a full extension position, your hips maintain their parallel position, your belly button is drawn in, your rib cage is lifted, only then can you start to lift that leg up off the ground. But as soon as you start to lift and you feel the loss of your tailbone tuck, then that is the point where you stop the exercise, lower back down, see if you can re-engage that tailbone tuck, belly button drawn in, elevated rib cage, and see if you can get a little bit higher. If you can, then good. If you can't, lower back down, come back in, reset, you know your limit. Again, the goal is not to get to the highest position. The goal is to get to the position that you can achieve while maintaining spinal integrity. So we slide out. So once we have our quad plank position, slide the leg out to the extended position. From there, you can start to lift, but you only get to lift while you're holding and maintaining your spinal integrity in that good quality quadruped plank. Take your time with this. If you're really struggling, it may be worth doing some hip flexor quad stretching. There may just be some fascial restrictions on the front line, which are restricting you from being able to do this exercise. So that might be something you need to pay attention to.